Hi guys, and welcome to currency converter developed using Eclipse using Java programming language. So I'm going to just reset to show you how it works. Now enter whatever you want to convert. Come right down here, let's select British pounds and maybe select Canadian. Click on that and that's what you get. 7,867 is equivalent to 14,000 plus of Canadian dollar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to exit out and take you guys to Eclipse development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's go to file, start a new project, click on Java project, and right there I'm going to give my project a name. I'll just call that, let's say, eConverter Pulse. That's for my second channel. So I'm going to click on finish. Now, that is the project folder there. You now right click on it and let's select new and scroll right down. You should be able to see order. Click on order, and in there you want to then select JFrame. Some of you, if you like, I know you might end up selecting application window, or the choice is yours. So I'm just going to settle for the JFrame and let's click on next. Now you see the name of my project, currency convert poll. I'm just going to call the name the same there. So the name of my project is called currency converter poll. Now let's click on finish. But look at it where it says use advanced templates. I'm just going to accept that and click on finish. There we go. So that's my development interface right there. Look at it. There's nothing there. So now let's right click on this frame and let's select set layout. Let's select absolute layout. The main reason why I selected absolute layout is so that whatever component I put on board, I can always position it how I want. Just drag. The choice is yours, the size, whatever size you want your project to be. Okay, in my case, I just drag it anyway. So let's make a little bit more there. Okay, so I think that we do. Now the next thing I'm going to do is go straight to the palette. Okay, that's just where we have all our tools that we intend to use. So let's go straight there and just grab all of this panel and dump the panel right there and extend it. Something like that. Yeah, that'll do. Now while this panel is selected, I'm going to change the border. Here we have the border style. I'm going to change that to something a little bit much more. Okay, right here, that's the border. So let's click on that. Okay, now you see the default, drop it down. Let's select the line border. And here we have the thickness. I'm going to make the thickness about 30. Okay, and here, so the color, instead of black, I'm going to change that to a dead blue. You see where we have color select? Click on that. My cadet blue is not there, so I'm going to click on the customize, and here the cadet blue is going to be 95 by, that's the red, will be 95. The green will be, so the green is going to be 158 by the blue. I'm going to make that 160, and that is the RGB code for cadet blue. So I'm going to click on add to custom. There we go. Click on OK and click on OK. Click on OK again. There we go. All right, so that is sorted. I'm going to then copy this. You can right click and copy and just right click paste. Okay, that is for the next one. I'm just gonna paste that somewhere here, maybe right underneath direct. There we go. All right, so I'm going to copy it again. Copy this very one again and paste that right underneath here. You can always rearrange it properly. And one more for my buttons. Paste, and there we go. That'll be for the buttons. Hey guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some components on board. So let's look for the label. Grab hold of the label. I'm just going to paste that there. You can see the label just kind of like pegs straight onto the top simply because I haven't changed the layout. So I'm going to select, right click and go to set layout and just change it to absolute layout. So I should be able to now position the label where I want. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the others. Make sure they are all absolute layer. If you don't do that, you won't be able to position your component how you want or where you want. Right, so let's go back in here. Label. Let's increase the font size of that label to something much more manageable. So I'm going to make that maybe about 70 bold. Let's see how that's going to look like. 70 bold. That might be a little bit okay. That's fine. It's not that big. All right. So maybe, yeah, I'm going to set for that or just add 10 to it. There we go. 80 bold. That will do. Now the text content on it, I'm going to change that to currency converter. Now we need to, let's make sure it's well positioned. Yeah, maybe just drag it that much. Okay, that will do. Now let's come down here and I'm going to grab hold of this label one more time. There's a label here and change the size of that very label. I'm going to make that maybe 40 or 0 or maybe 50. Make that 50. Okay, yeah, 50 will do. And I'm just going to copy it and paste it right there. I have two. And paste another one there. I have three. Then I'm going to paste one here. There we go. Right. So let me add text field. Adding one here. This, let's change the size to 50 as well. Okay. Font, I'm going to make that 50. 50. Scroll right down. There we go. And I'm going to right click and just copy that very text. Copy and paste it right in here. There. Okay, so we need combo box. Grab all of that. Dump it right there. And change the size of that combo box. Let's see, font size. Font. I'm going to make that 50 as well. Right, and let's copy that. And paste. Right. That's fine. So I'm going to select this combo box, the very first one there, and let's go to the model here. You see, look at it, and click on that. And now I want to add the following. Let's say Great Britain pounds. So just enter Britain in here. So that's the very first one. And the second one, maybe I should go for maybe Canada or something. All right. I think I'm going to go for Canada. Canadian pounds. And just enter Canada there. And I will go for USA, US dollar. Just enter United States dollar. There we go. So I'm going to just kind of like speed that up. Okay, so I have all of the countries that I want to write in there. So I'm going to copy all the content I have in here and just paste it for the second one here. Come straight to the model and paste. There, that is fine. Now let's change the data or the details we have in here. So this label, I'm going to change that to amount to be converted, something like that, or maybe just leave it as amount. And in here, that's going to be wrong currency. And this one is going to be to currency. There we go. And here, that is going to be known as amount converted. There we go. Okay. Now, each of these components, let's give them their own variable names. So this one is going to be this text box here. I'm going to call it JTXT. Let's go up here. So the variable name will be JTXT amounts converted. That is the variable name for that. Next is going to be the combo box. So I'm going to call that J to currency. Let's copy currency to currency. Copy that, and up here that is going to be known as J to currency. J to currency. There we go. And the next one, that is going to be known as J from currency. Okay, and the last one to you, I'm going to, let's call that JTXT amount. JTXT amount. Okay, this one's our combo box. So let's change that officially to JCMB. Yeah, that stands for combo box. So, and this is going to be the same. CMB. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So the next thing we want to do now is to add some buttons. So right underneath here, let's grab hold of my buttons. Come in here, dump one here, and change the font. I'm going to make that maybe about 60 bold. 60 bold, and the width. I'm going to make that maybe about 300. Yeah, make this about maybe 46. Now make it 50. Let's go for 60. Right, that's fine. And the text on it, make sure it's bold. 300 looks a bit too small, though. Let's go for 400. And the content in there, I'm just going to change that to convert. Let's come down here, text, change that to convert, or maybe converter, something like that. Okay, that's my converter. So I'm going to copy this button converter. Let's see the name. Let's change the variable name first. Change that to BTN converter. Right. Now grab hold, right click, copy and paste. That is going to be reset. So change this to reset. And that's it. BTN reset. So copy again and paste it right here. And change that to exit. And that is known as BTN exit. Alright, so let's move this a little bit to the left. So let's make that about 500. No, that's too much. Undo. Okay, so maybe 508 then. Alright, that will do. So that's fine. Great. Let's save that. And I'm going to just run it and see how it looks like. There we go. That's how my interface is looking right now. Okay, guys. So we're going to now put together some lines of codes. I'm going to close this. And what we just want to do now is to put together some lines of codes. So I'm going to select let's start with the exit button. Right click on it and let's go straight to where we have add events. Okay, add event handler. And you will see action, select the action, perform, click on that. This is where we have to enter the lines of code for that. But first of all, let's just tap down. That is the button. Okay, so right above that, just right above the public, I'm going to enter, let's say, private JFrame. So that I'm actually making reference to the JFrame object. And I'm just going to call it, the nickname is going to be frame. Now, you see this frame, the object that I've just created in there. I want to come right in here where we have public void action perform. Right there, I'm going to just say frame object that is equal to new JFrame. And this new JFrame is going to be using the alias exit. Now let's press enter. Now the next thing we want to do is using a conditional statement. I'm going to say if j option plain Some N missing there. Dot show. Once a show confirm dialog. And in this case, I'm referring to the frame. So in here where we have E, I'm going to change that to confirm if you want to exit. Alright, so come out of it and just say comma. And I'm now going to enter currency converter. That would be the title. Currency converter. That is the title for my message box. Okay, now let me just come in here and go to edit and zoom out a little bit so that you guys can see it. Okay then, so I'm going to just press enter here, and the next thing is I'm going to say J option plane dot. This time around I actually want it to give me yes or no option. There we go, yes or no option. Okay, if it's yes or no option, let's put a comma here and get rid of that. If it's yes or no option and it's equals J option plane dot yes or no option. In that case, press enter. I want the application to exit. So in that you just say system dot exit, and that is going to be 0. So as you can see, we have an error here. Yeah, check that out. And this is the error that was meant to be equals. There we go. Okay, so that is our exit lines of codes. So I'm going to just save that and let's try that out. Click on run. Okay, so click on exit. There we go. No, I don't want to exit. You see that? Confirm if you want to exit. No. And yes. Okay, our exit lines of code is in place. So let's go back to the design view. Now let's take care of this very easy one. That is reset. I'm going to right click. And in here, I'll just select add event handler, action, and action perform. And right here, that is the button that I'm referring to now. So press enter. And what we want to do is just to put together some few lines of code to get the exit working as well. So to do that, let's say txt amount dot set text. That is going to be nothing. So that's the first one played. The second one is jtxt amount converted dot set text as well, and just get rid of that. There. The next one, that is jcmd from currency dot set selected. That is meant to be selected index. This very one, the selected index in this case is going to be -1. Once you say -1, that's it. You've just cleared it. And just repeat exactly the same thing for the other one. JCNB to currency dot set selected index -1 as well, and that's it. In the case of resets, it's all taken care of. So let's try that out. Save that, click on run, and enter some value in there and here as well, and click on reset. There we go. Look at that. Done. Right, so I'm going to exit out, and before I go any further, I'm just going to add two libraries that I'm going to need. Got three of them. Okay, so the hash map and the map and the string constant. So those are the libraries. You're going to need those ones. These are all default libraries. Take note of this. You're going to need them. Now back to the design view. So I'm meant to take care of the convert right now, but in the case of the convert, I will have to create a function. So let's click on source, the source code. Let's come right down here. You see right here, underneath here. So I'm going to just enter public. So it's going to be double. I'm making that double, and let's give it a name. Convert currency. And it's going to be double as well. Let's say double. So the argument is double amount. Then the next one is going to be string from currency. Yeah. Okay. So that is the string from currency is whatever amount you enter onto that text box is classed as string. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the whole currency. So let's just copy this and change it around. So change this one to total currency. So those are the arguments. Now let's do this. So come right down here. I'm now going to use a map, the library that I added earlier. Map, I want you to map the string, and this very string, and also whatever we have. So string is the data type, and the other data type is the double. Okay, and let's give that a name. I'm going to call it conversion rate. That is the name of the object that I intend to use to carry out the conversion. Then I'll say hash edit map. There we go. Now, see this my conversion rate? That is what I will then use to carry out the calculation. Conversion rate dot put. The very first value is going to be Great Britain pounds. And at what rate? So this is going to be what I'll be using to carry out my conversion. So that's going to be 1. Let's close this here. Okay, enter. Now, just gonna copy that. I need 10 of those. So just copy that and add another. There we go. Now, the next one is going to be, let's change the name of this one to CAD. That will stand for Canada. Then after that, let's go for US, USD, that's USA. Then I'm going to go for NGN, Nigeria. After that, I'm going to go for Mexico, MXN. Then we go for Euro. Then let's go for Swiss, Swiss francs or Swiss franc, something like that. Then Australia. Then we go for maybe hmm, Australia. Let's go for India. Oh, no, maybe China. Yeah, and finally maybe India. There we go. So I'm now going to make up exchange rate for these ones. Canada, let's say it's about 1.87. Okay. USA, maybe 1.89, whatever. Nigeria, that's a poor currency. Let's do something there. Now, Mexico, maybe 30 points. Yeah. Now, followed by Euro. Euro is a little bit strong, so let's make it at 45. Swiss, 37, 1.37. Australia, 97, 1.97. China, China is good as well, so let's say 9 point whatever. And India, let's say 108 point whatever. You can always go online to find out the exchange rate. I just made this up, as you guys can tell. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I'm just going to use an if statement. If it's not conversion rate, grab all of this. If it's not conversion rate, dot contains, let's say, from currency. So that means you enter wrong value, so a message box will be displayed. Or that's how we write or here. The next one, if it's not, just paste that one in there. That is true. So in that case, I want a message box to display. Enter statement block first. And just say true as follows. True, new, illegal, argument, exception. Yep. For a new argument exception, I'm just going to say invalid currency. Invalid currency. Okay, invalid currency code. That we do. And just end it here with semicolon. Else, I'd like you to return the following. So that's going to be, let's say, return one amount multiplied by conversion rate. So the conversion rate I'm talking of is this one, or the converter rates. Conversion rate. Okay, so let's say dot get to currency, this one. And just divide that. Divide that by conversion rate dot get from currency. And close. There we go. So that is my function. Okay, this is the function I will call inside the button. And that's it. So have a good look at that function, guys. You're gonna need it. It's very important. Suppose you guys can see it. Let's come in here and just mount a little bit so that you can see the function. There. Look it from the top all the way down here. Alright, that is done. That is exit, and that's the reset. Now go to design view. You see the button? That's the button that will trigger the whole calculation. So right click on the button and go to add event handler, action perform. Right underneath here we'll declare the following. Let's say double amount, comma, and I will also declare, let's say, current convert. Now let's say convert amount. There we go. I will also declare two string variable. So the first one is going to be from currency, and the second one is going to be to currency. Those are the two variables I intend to use. I will now use try tag. Let's come down here and just try. Enter a statement block. So let's try with the amount. That will be equals double dot. I want it to pass double, pass double, and this double that is being passed will be from JTXT amount dot get. That's whatever I have inside that very text box. There we go. Get text. That should be text. There. Else, if that is invalid, that's where the cache comes in. I want you to cache as follows. That will be number format exception. I'm going to call it, let's say, EX and C. If you use error, then we'll change it. Enter statement block. Now we use J options. We can just grab all of that here. J option plain dot. I want to show message. And this message is going to be let's say message dialog. Message dialog, and this is going to be no, comma, and we say please enter a valid number, comma, and let's just enter exclamation, exclamation. And I also need the object though, so let's come in here, zoom out a little bit, and here after the exclamation I'm just gonna say J option dot show arrow, comma, do that, put a comma there, and just maybe press enter. J option dot error message, and that. Okay, if the error message pops up, then I now want this to be reset. So grab all of these. Okay, clear my text box and also add a focus to that. Dot request focus. There. Okay, first one is taken care of. Once focus is set, then we get the system to return. Let's just say return. Brilliant. Now the next thing I want to do is right down here. If there's no error, do as follows. From currency, that will be equals J C M B from currency dot get selected item. Let's say selected item. Yeah. Get selected item dot to string dot to string and dot to substring substring substring. And just say the first value is going to be 0, comma 3. There we go. There. So I'll repeat exactly the same thing for true currency. So change this to currency, and this one is going to be to currency as well. So what's happening in here is the value inside this very combo box is added here, and the second combo box, whatever we have in there, is added to this variable as well. And after that, all we just need to now do is carry out the calculations. So I'm going to grab a whole of convert amount, paste convert amount, that is going to be equals the currency, convert currency, that very function. Look at it, convert currency, this very function. I'm now using this function now. Back in here, equals convert currency. What am I converting? I'm actually converting the following, which is the amount, place that there, the input, which is from, and the other one, which is to. Enter semicolon. Once all of that is sorted, We now want to enter total amount onto JTXT amounts converted. Dot set text. And the set text in this case is as follows. All of these. I'm going to grab all of them. Is that in here? But the thing is, I want to be able to display the name of each country. So to achieve that, I will use the following format. Okay, then I will display the amount. Then from, then we have converted amount. Is that here? We enter comma there. And that is it. Okay, so let's just correct this. We need string there. String dot format. Right. Just close it here. There we go. So that is taken care of. So all that is left for me to do now is just to try it out. Okay guys, let's try that out. Okay, come up here, save that first and run. Click on run. There we go. So I'm going to enter some amount in there. Let's enter invalid amount and select whatever currency. Look at that. Please enter a valid number. There we go. So enter valid number, convert. See that? That's where the format comes in. So that is the amount that was converted, converting 544 British pounds sterling to Swiss francs. Yeah. Just change that to whatever, euro. Check that out, guys. US, Nigeria. There we go, guys. So with that, what I'm going to do now is to call it the end of this program. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to this channel. And the other thing is you can also join to become a member of the channel. And thanks for watching, guys. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.